And welcome back, guys, to our modded Minecraft 1.19, where last time we put together this ore quintupling system, and frankly, it is amazing. I now have a maximum of 8 million sulfuric acid, and with that, each of these machines is completely maxed out in full, including, extra sulfur. I've actually got now 2 stacks of gunpowder at my disposal in case I need a whole lot of that stuff all at once. So, this time, in today's episode, we're going to be going to an ocean monument. And with that, we're going to be taking advantage of our scuba gear. But I think that we're going to first take advantage of all of the lovely, lovely stuff that we got while we were in the nether. Things like potions of water breathing, which I guess that doesn't necessarily need something from the nether. I mean, it does. It needs nether wart and needs blades powder. But the water breathing itself comes from pufferfish, which I've got a bunch from Sky, so that works out. Potion of regeneration, which requires the gas tier, that is definitely from the nether. Potion of strength uses blaze rods, and a potion of night vision uses a golden carrot, which I think just makes so much sense, and I love it. So let's begin this episode by jumping into the brewing stand. I did set up myself a lovely little spot for brewing. I've used the water to fill the cauldron to fill the water bottles. I've used the lava as just decoration, essentially, and I've got the brewing stand already maxed out with blaze powder, so we are good to go there. Now, to start off brewing, and many of you probably already know this, but in case you do not, you start off with nether wart, and you start off with water bottles. Now, this is a slow process, but it's going to turn this nether wart into an awkward potion, and then from there, you can either turn it into a splash potion, which is going to use gunpowder. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and drink my potions, and you then begin making the various potions. Now, today, again, I'm going to be using 4 of them. So to make a potion of water breathing, and this is, of course, the 8-minute version, I'm going to first produce the 3-minute version, which uses awkward potions and pufferfish. So if I go ahead and just do that now to demonstrate, you know what, I'm just going to keep them all in my inventory here. Throw that in there. There you go. And now it is going to slowly convert these awkward potions into potions of water breathing. And then I'll grab my redstone and we'll immediately turn them into the advanced form, or like the extended time form, if you will. So here in just a moment, here we go. Bam. All right. Potion of water breathing. And then I will expand the time, because naturally water breathing, you want it to be more, you want it to last longer. You don't necessarily want it to be more potent. Water breathing is water breathing. So you want to use redstone. If you want to make something more potent, then you use a different ingredient. And if I look at the potion of strength, then you select here the potion of strength. This is the 1.5-minute version, but you get +6 damage. Or you can do a 3-minute version and get +3 damage. I'm going to probably actually stick with the regular potion of strength because it'll last longer, because my atomic disassembler does 21 attack damage, and my obsidian or refined obsidian sword does 14.5 damage. So I'm already doing a lot of damage each and every strike. So there we go, guys. We've got potions of water breathing. So now, you know what? Let me do quite a few more water bottles, and I will bring you along for the other 3 forms of potions. And I'm going to make probably, let's say, 6 of each of these. So I'm going to end up making 24 bottles. All right, so I've got the potion of regeneration getting brewed right now. We got the awkward potions in here with the gas tier. Now, this thing doesn't last quite as long as the other ones, because I'm hoping to not have to use any of them. Honestly, I probably will end up using at least 1 of them, or maybe 2 of them, but I'm going to be bringing 6 of them along with me. So potion of regeneration, it is now 45 seconds in length, but if I add redstone, I believe it makes it a 90-second potion, which is not terrible. Obviously, with the other ones lasting 8 minutes, it's going to be hard to keep track. But again, this is kind of like emergency potions right here. I don't want to have to use them unless I absolutely have to. So let's go ahead and throw these awkward potions in here. And I just heard a zombie pigman. Why in the world are you here? And there we go. The second potion of regeneration batch is done. So now I've got 6 of those, and we're halfway done. Halfway done. So now we need blaze powder, and we're going to be using this to make the strength potion. And there we go. It is done. And that is Potion of Strength with 3 minutes of strength. So naturally, add the redstone to turn it into another 8-minute potion. There we go. 8 minutes for Potion of Strength. And I will wash, rinse, and repeat with these 3 as well. There we have it. Okay, second batch is done. Now let's throw in a couple of golden carrots, 1 for each batch, obviously, and we'll extend the night vision in the exact same way with the redstone. That way we have 3 potions that we're going to continue on our person: night vision, strength, and water breathing for 8 minutes apiece, which means I've got, 48 minutes worth of all these potions if I need them. I'm hoping I don't need them, but if I do need them, I've got them, and that's always a good thing. So there you go. No, Potion of Night Vision with the golden carrot. And by the way, golden carrot is just a carrot surrounded by golden nuggets. Not a hard thing to put together, and really not that expensive. I mean, I was able to put together 23 of them just because I happen to have 23 carrots sitting in a chest somewhere. So not too bad. So here is there we go, 8-minute night vision potion. And let's do it all one more time. All right, so my inventory is sorted. I've got the Potion of Strength, the Night Vision, and Water Breathing, and then I've got rows of each of those 3. And then I've got the Potion of Regenerations that are kind of for emergencies on the right with it here. I've also got some milk buckets, and if you look into my personal barrel, I've got loads of milk buckets. Again, hopefully I don't actually need those, but it's always good to be prepared. So, last thing is to actually fly to the Ocean Monument. And naturally, oh, it's already morning. Okay, great. So, I've done a little bit of exploring around my map. You guys can see, like, this is the village. This is where we are here. And this is where I mined out everything in the world. The closest Ocean Monument is actually over here. So, way up there to the northeast, as far as I can tell. So, without further ado, let's fly over there and then start tackling the thing. So, truth be told, I don't need to go to the Ocean Monument. Like, it's not like the Nether, where there's stuff that I really need that I need to get from there. This is really just because I've been sitting and staring at machinery for multiple episodes in a row now, and although I find it just a pleasure to put together, I love putting a chain of machines together and seeing them work and actually everything turn out according to plan. I really enjoy that. I love the mental challenge of it as well. And I'm sure many of you do too if you're watching this series and if you've made it this far. But truth be told, you know, you just got to get out sometimes. You can't sit in your room and play with your Legos constantly. Like, you've got to get in there. You got to go, like, destroy some stuff, you know, especially in this case, in the Minecraft case. So that is what we're going to do. We are going to, and it's kind of perfect. This little island is right here because this is like the perfect place for like the beginning process of taking this place on, or taking this thing on. Now, yeah, so the only thing I really want to get out of this is the sponges, right? I mean, you get a bunch of gold blocks and that's cool, but really it's sponges that I want to get my hands on. So let's take Elytra off, and I'm going to take the free runners off, and I'm going to swap those with the boots and the chest plate, because I do want to use my scuba gear and stuff, but it's not reinforced, right? It's not very strong. And so that's why I'm not using the scuba tank. It's a backup in case I do run out of water breathing somehow. I've got a backup. So that's why that's like that. So now I've got all refined obsidian stuff. I do have my boots that have depth strider 3 on there, so that'll help quite a bit. So without further ado, guys, let's start off, I guess, by standing. Is this the right direction? Am I facing? I can't even see it. I mean, I can see it on the mini map. It is definitely to the southwest. Okay, so let's take these 3 potions, and oh, I forgot that we're gonna have the actual glass bottles still, so we definitely don't want to clog up things too bad. Also, I do have the fireworks. I don't need those anymore, and I want the building blocks. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's begin. I don't know exactly what to expect. I'm not exactly invulnerable here, but I do have 8 minutes where I can breathe underwater, so that's something I don't have to worry about. And let's just see how hard these guys hit now, because I have a feeling I'm going to destroy those guys. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Now, if you have never taken on an ocean monument, there are things you have to keep in mind. First of all, these guys, they hit pretty hard. And second, the best way to, defend against them, I guess, is to just break their line of sight. The second thing to keep in mind is that, oh, excuse me. Nope, sorry. Nope. The second thing you have to keep in mind is the fact that there are Elder Guardians, and they give you mining fatigue, which means that if you are trying to mine, there's one of them right there, then you will struggle to mine. It's going to make you extremely ineffective at the mining process. So I just killed one of the Elder Guardians already. There's 3 of them. So you don't want mining fatigue, but it doesn't affect your attacking strength or anything, so we're good there. Oh, and I just got hit with mining fatigue. You can see it right there. Mining fatigue 3, which means now if I try to mine something, it's just bad. It's just really bad. Even if I put this thing on fast and try to mine it, I mean, it's just incredibly slow. You can see a little white bar slowly moving across there. So let's put that back on slow, actually. It doesn't really matter how fast it's going. And let's make our way over to the second of 3 Elder Guardians. Once the Elder Guardians are gone, then you will no longer be hit with mining fatigue, and I'll be able to go get the gold and whatever else I can find, like the sponges or whatever. Sponges, again, are probably, in my opinion, the best part of the ocean monuments, because it just makes certain projects easier. I don't have any in mind necessarily that I need it for, but again, it's never a bad thing to have some good old-fashioned sponges. And then these sea lanterns too, they're very nice. They're very nice light sources. So, oh, there's another one. Hello, and look at that, 5, 6 hits and the Elder Guardian is dead. I mean, this atomic disassembler is crazy, dude. It's absolutely crazy. By the way, I am going to let my my night vision disappear, because I want you guys to see what it looks like in here without night vision, because it does make it, and there's some sponges. Excellent. Gotta remember this is kind of like in the bottom left of the whole thing. Oh, and is this the last one? Is this the last? Or is this one I've already been to? I'm not seeing the Elder here. Notice how all I gotta do is break their line of sight and their attack doesn't really do much. But I'm not seeing the Elder Guardian, so apparently, would you get out of here? Apparently, the Elder Guardian is not here, so I've got to find him somewhere or another. And by the way, whenever they've got their little, like, pokey things out, it works like thorns. So they essentially have the thorn effect, so running up to them and hitting them like I am is not the most effective way to deal with them. But I've just got such great gear because of Mechanism that I don't have any issues. Like I'm good, right? I'm really great. Yeah, not gonna have a hard time with this. And I am picking up stuff. I'm picking up prismarines, prismarine crystals, some fish. It's never a bad thing to pick up some extra fish. So I've gotten, what have I gotten? I've gotten 2 of the Elder Guardians. I guess the search is on now to find the 3rd, and I'm shocked that I haven't found it in here. I guess this is the first room that I found or something. I'm not sure. Kind of retracing my steps because I feel like I've definitely missed something. So far so good though. Those first 2 Elder Guardians went down really quickly. But yeah, I've definitely missed something because this 3rd one has totally evaded me. Now I guess it's possible. Oh nope, I just got hit with mining fatigue again, and only the elders give you that, which means there is definitely one still alive, and the idea is kill all 3, get the loot, right? So get out of here. Ugh, come on. There you go. That's what's up. So gotta kill all 3, that's for sure. And then I would love to actually like remove all of the water out of this place too, because this would be one heck of a base at some point, like an underwater base. I mean, I don't know if, I think that these guys spawn if I think I just got myself some sponge. I've got mining fatigue, so clearly I'm not the one that mined that, but that's awesome, because now worst case scenario, if I'm not able to find it, if it's a broken mine or something, not mine, a broken monument, then at least I can come over here with the digital miner, throw the sponge in there, and I can grab the rest of the sponges, because that is really ultimately what I'm after. Oh, okay, my effects are about to end. Now, fortunately, I've got Respiration 3 on my helmet, so I'm good, but I want you guys to see what it looks like without night vision. And it's pretty light because I'm near these sea lanterns, but if I get to a room where there are no sea lanterns, then you can see it gets dark pretty fast. So let me drink up these 3 and go back out on the hunt. I feel like I'm running around in circles, but I know that this Elder Guardian is here somewhere. Oh my gosh, this guy, or whatever. Oh, there he is, finally. Oh, you have been hiding, my friend. I thought they were always in the big rooms, but this is not a big room. This is a tiny room. But there you go. I have destroyed the 3rd and final Elder Guardian, which means that here in blast 4 minutes. Well, you know what? That's why I brought the milk bucket, right? So now, oh, snap. Okay, hold on. I didn't realize the milk got rid of all my stuff. Water breathing. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm good. Water breathing, strength, and night vision. All right, we're good. I can see now. So now that I've finally destroyed and by the way, I can't get the sea lanterns without Soak Touch, so I'm still not able to get them. But now that I've done that, there's no more mining fatigue in here, and I'm going to be able to go find the gold, which I believe is right. Here, let's put this on fast, okay? There we go. There's the loot. Come here, loot. Yeah. We got some loot, and we got some air, so that's like double the whammy right there. And it was only 4 blocks of... Oh, it's 8. Okay, it's 8 blocks of gold. That's pretty awesome. And I'm pretty sure there's more than one of those rooms, but now I'm going to be on the search for the sponges. My search has so far not been successful. Notice, by the way, I've gained like 8 levels since I've gotten here. I mean, this has been good. This has been successful for sure. But yeah, so if I'm retracing my steps correctly, I think that there are some sponges on this other side over here somewhere. Sponges! Ha ha ha! That's how we do it. Okay, come here, buddies. So again, these things are just super duper useful if your goal is to clear water on a mass scale. These things are just amazing. If you've never used a sponge to accomplish this goal of just clearing an area of water, then you should give it a try. But you have to first make them dry, which means you have to you actually have to smelt them. So I think I only saw 1 room with sponges, plus 23 sponges is more than enough. So I think my time in here has concluded. Now it's time to head home, and I think I'm gonna go out the front door because that is how I came in, and I want to do things. I don't want to be too rude to the people that welcomed me. I want to say goodbye if I can figure out the way out. Hello, everyone. Hello, and goodbye. Yes, ow. These guys are so mean. So yeah, there you go, guys. Ocean Monument handled with, oh, I'm going the wrong direction. My, what am I trying to say here? My island is on the other side. That's fine. I'm gonna get another look at this thing. I love the sea lanterns. I think they're the best. But again, if I break them without, Soak Touch, then, you know, they break into pieces, and then I've got to craft them all back together, and that's just no good. So we have finally made it back, guys, and we have conquered an ocean monument. We got the loots and all that stuff, and we did it all successfully with the help of a little bit of brewing, and I only needed about half, less than half actually, of all the potions that I made. That's absolutely amazing. So now let's demonstrate what these sponges can do, shall we? I guess first things first. I should probably teleport home. I could fly. Flying is fun. We like flying. I realized that I jumped up into the air, and I'm not wearing my free runners, so that can be bad. You know, if you're not paying attention, you can easily die by doing that. But all right, so I hope that showed that mechanism and these mods that we're playing here make things a lot easier. Now, naturally, I was really relying on brewing there, but what made it easier to get the material I needed for the brewing was mechanism, because it really came in handy, especially the jetpack, whenever it came down to the Nether Fortress. And then, of course, the atomic disassembler doing a crazy amount of damage, as one of the people on my server called it, the Thor's hammer. It's true, it does look a lot like Thor's hammer. which is also a mechanism, does a ton of damage and made quick work of those Elder Guardians. So now those Elder Guardians will not respawn. There's my giant hole in the ground for my digital miner, by the way, in case you guys haven't seen that episode. It's pretty awesome. So now those Elder Guardians won't respawn. The little ones will. So if we ever want to turn that into like an underwater base, we'll have to soak up all the water out of there. So I'm going to demonstrate what that does by throwing all these sponges through my smeltery inside of this building and then go back over to the giant hole in the ground and absorb some of the water so that we can actually see what's going on over there. So first things first, throw the wet sponges into here, into the smelter. They turn into dry sponges, which they're being sent off into this area, but because they don't have a place to go, they'll actually end up in this chest here. So I'll here they come. Hello, how y'all doing? I'll wait a few minutes until they're all done and then go show you what this thing can do. By the way, fun tip, whenever I drank these potions above ground, or like above the water, they turned into glass bottles. But whenever I was underwater and I drank the potions, they became water bottles. I think that's just such a cute touch, considering I was underwater at the time that I did the drinking. So that's just a cool little detail right there. I really like that. All right, let's fly over to the hole in the ground and show you guys what I've got going on over here. Some would call this the pit. Welcome to the pit. And I do have some bodies of water that are kind of persisting. So here's what I want to do, guys. I'm going to first put on my jetpack, just because it makes everything easier. All right, and then I'm going to get into one of these bodies of water, probably just straight into the middle, just like so. Respiration comes in handy here. And then let's just stack up a bunch of these dry sponges. And notice how it absorbs water, but it doesn't really prevent the water from showing back up. And that's because I'm underneath the surface. But what if I get to the top of the surface? If it's even tall enough. Oh, wow. This is actually a very, very tall column of water. Okay. Change of plans. This time I'm not going to let them automatically eject. All right, this time I'm going to be placing a stone pillar basically straight in the middle. This is going to allow me to place down the sponges from the top to the bottom. That way the water source blocks don't automatically regenerate. This is the way to do it if you want to get rid of loads and loads of water. Also, this jetpack, although convenient, it's making me come up way too fast. There we go. There we go. Okay, so here's how I would do this. Hover mode. And sponges just go all the way across. And as you can see, as it comes in contact with the water, it absorbs it. And of course, I don't want to try to absorb the water that's coming in from the very bottom, but that is essentially how you would clean it up. So now I can see like there's a bunch of water over here. So stack it up over here. And you'll notice that not all of the sponges are being turned into wet sponges. Only a few of them are. So you can actually redo this process, or you can use stone or whatever and start from the top and work your way bottom and absorb essentially all of the water that's giving you problems. So that is how you do it, guys. Oh my gosh, all my stuff is falling into the water, being sucked down, and then it's going to slowly come back up. I don't want to lose my... What's going on here? Oh, I see what's going on here. I don't need that. I didn't have any inventory space, so I wasn't actually capturing my stuff anymore, but that is essentially how it works, guys. And unfortunately, yeah, taking on the Ocean Monument is not all that great whenever you are working with a, if you wanted to use your scuba gear, that's just not ideal. And again, the reason why is this because it's just not armored. But if you're going to build an underwater... Well, if you're going to build anything underwater, actually, that's really not a terrible way to do it. And the scuba gear is great because it lasts a long time, and you don't really have to spend any of your resources to put it all together. So 6 plus 6 is 22. So I am missing a sponge, and these things are valuable enough that I'm going to figure out where this one piece went. So there you have it, guys, an ocean monument with, of course, a sponge in hand and loads of blocks of gold, which I've got here. Got to love that. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please post them down below in the comments. And of course, join my server, become a $10 member, ask your questions here or on Discord. Link for those are in the video description. What are we going to be getting up to next time, guys? I have no idea. It's going to be a surprise. Hope you're looking forward to it because I am. And I'll see you all next time.